Hello Hacienda La Puente, this is Ricardo, one of your tech tools, and today we're going to spend some time talking about the importance of accessibility, especially during distance learning. So as you can see, I'm just using a PowerPoint, and as I speak, you will notice that the PowerPoint is actually changing my whatever I say to Spanish. This will be done just as captions, where the PowerPoint will just change whatever I say to English or any other language. But we're going to concentrate on, again, accessibility and what distance learning tools are available in Canvas. And why is this important? Basically, our goal today is that all technology and required instructional materials are accessible to all students. And why is this important? Well, in the long run, it's going to benefit all of our students. So I'm going to switch this really quick, and we're going to go to Canvas really quick just to show you. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have the resources available for our students to be able to function inside of Canvas, especially during distance learning. So for example, maybe we have a student that has a hearing problem, right? So we might need to make sure that when we use Canvas Studio and we create videos, just to give you an idea, those videos actually have captions. Whether those captions are in English, you do have the option to have other languages. You're not going to be able to hear the video, but I want you to at least see the captions. So the video will play, and if I go here and I turn on our captions, you'll see them right up here. Okay, so this will help not just a student that might have a hearing problem, but maybe all of our students. Okay, maybe we have a student that needs support with screen reading. Okay, so we do have something in Canvas. I'm going to show you really quick. So we do, if you are familiar with Immersive Reader, that is actually enabled in Canvas. I'm going to go in there, and I have just a quick little story right here. And notice that in Canvas we have something called Immersive Reader, and if I click on it, Immersive Reader will open, and now we have the ability to have the text read to the kids. You won't hear it just because of the recording software that I have. I have the ability to maybe change the color. I can increase the spacing. I can increase the text size. I also have the ability to separate the syllabus. I can do colors for nouns, for verbs, for adjectives, for adverbs, and show the labels. Okay. I also have a line focus to help our students read as they are going through it. We also have the ability to use picture dictionary, and I'm going to go ahead and use I'll use Spanish. It's really quick. Okay, and I'm going to translate the whole document, and now you'll see that we have the original document in English. Okay, and you also have the document in Spanish, and all of our tools work on both languages. So let me get out of the line focus right now. Let's just get rid of it. Okay, and you have both documents. So maybe we have that ELD student that can actually needs to compare the original document to their spoken language or their native language. They can do that. They can also have it read to them. You won't be able to hear it, but this is a great tool that is inside of Canvas. So again, these are tools that are going to help all of our students. Okay, and then we're gonna start to discuss a little bit about the type of accessibility options that we have in Canvas. So what do we really need to know? Well, basically we need to know that when we do links and lists, there are some instructions that we should follow. Also when we do images, when we set up the structure of how we do text inside of it, and finally when we do tables, we should follow some very basic rules. So let's go ahead and start with links. We want to make sure that when we add a link, we have a really good description, be as descriptive as possible. We also want to make sure that you integrate the link in your sentence. So this will be a good example. Read about coronavirus disease 2019 myths and facts. So when the kids are looking at this, they know exactly what they're going to read about before they click on it. A bad example would be if I said, click here to read the article. The kids have no idea what they're going to be reading when they when they're gonna click over here, okay? So that will be the ones for links. For lists, we want to make sure that we use bullet lists, okay? We want to make sure that they're ordered or unordered, and it's all in the formatting. So a good example will be something that I create with bullets or numbers, okay? So I actually use the option to do bullets and over here. A bad one will be when I just type the numbers. So I just did 1 reading, 2 math, and I want to show you this inside of Canvas. In Canvas right now, you're familiar with the rich text editor or rich content editor. This is where most of our accessibility tools are going to be located in. And notice that I've done a list over here, okay? And I just typed 1 books, 2 desks, and 3 students, and I did not use the bullets or the numbers, okay? So you have a great tool inside the rich content editor. If I go to the right over here on the bottom, notice that over here you have an accessibility checker. So if I click on it, it's going to tell me what the issues are with the way I created this, okay? It says I have 1 issue right here. It says the list should be formatted as list, and I did not do that, okay? So I don't have to go back and actually do it. I can just click over here, format as a list, and notice what it did for me. It actually changed it into the right format, and I'm going to apply that, and it's going to tell you no accessibility issues were detected here. So that's a great tool to. So the next item we should worry about when we are talking about accessibility is images, okay? We want to make sure that you use the alternative text, alt text, to describe an image. This is going to help us when a student is using some type of screen reader to help them when they get to the picture. This will actually describe the picture for that student. A good example will be for this picture, a group of students raising their hand in class, okay? This will be a good practice as opposed to just having the picture named JPEG. And let's go ahead and look at this in Canvas. And you are going to notice we have the story that we were reading with the Immersive Reader, but I want to add that picture that we had in there before. So I'm going to go ahead on the Rich Content Editor, and I'm going to upload that image. It's right here, and I'm going to upload it, and there is the bad practice. It just has the name of the girl, the name of the image, and I'm going to submit it, okay? So if I had a screen reader right now, it would just read that weird name, okay? And how do we check this? Again, let's go to the bottom. Let's go ahead and go to accessibility checker. Let's click on it, and it's going to tell you I found 1 issue with this page right now. The image file name should not be used as the attribute describing the image. So we want to go in here and maybe write a girl walking towards her home, okay? And now I'm going to apply it, and we're going to get the same result. Okay, we have no accessibility issues found, and now when a student uses a screen reader, it will actually read and tell them what the picture is about. So the next item we should worry about is the structure when we create content inside the Rich Content Editor. The different heading styles are going to help visual learners understand the flow of the topics and subtopics, right? So if you think about it, right, our paragraph is usually the regular text that we use. Our heading 1 is going to be that title for that page. Our heading 2 might be the topic. And by doing this in the right way, it's going to help our students. Let's look at it in Canvas really quick. Visiting on rows, and notice that if you go on the Rich Content Editor, you have the options right here. The heading 3. You don't have the heading 1 because that was the title over here. But then you have the topics and the paragraph, which is what we're using right now. So this is very important to help our students that might be using a screen reader be successful in our classes. And then let's go ahead and go back to the presentation. So the last item that we're going to talk about today are tables. We want to make sure that when we use tables, we're applying a header to the table, that we're actually defining the scope of each cell as the header cell, that we're defining each cell as a row or column. You want to add captions, and you definitely want to avoid leaving any cells empty, okay? So this was just a picture that was taken from the Rich Content Editor and Canvas. But let's go ahead and look at it right now inside of Canvas. So we are back in the Rich Content Editor, and then if you go to the top, you notice that you have the option for tables over here. So we're gonna go ahead and just do a table, and I'm going to add maybe just a table really quick, okay? And again, going back to what we said, okay? We want to make sure that we have a header, okay? We want to make sure that we have captions in here. We want to make sure that there are no empty cells left anywhere. So we have our table here, and I just added just some text, but let's take the module 3 out. So let's take that out, okay? And then let's go ahead. Remember, we do have always access to our accessibility checker over here. So let's go ahead and check, okay? So we have one or two issues right here. Tables should include a caption describing the content, okay, of the table. So maybe we're gonna do this right here, and let's go ahead and call it schedule. Okay, and let's go ahead and apply it. So it's gonna fix it for us. Notice how we added schedule over here, and we also had a problem over here. Tables should include at least one header, which we did already, right? We did the header right now. There we go, and then apply, and then notice that we have our schedule right here. Okay, so that's something that helped us a lot, and again, I would recommend that we never leave empty cells too. So these are just some ideas of the way we can make sure that we are making our content accessible for all of our students. And again, the key word here is all students, okay? All of our students are going to benefit from this, not just the few, but the captions, the Immersive Reader are tools that can help all of our students. If you have any questions about accessibility and how to make your content more accessible, please contact any of your tech tosas. Have a great day.